So because of my First Amendment right, I'm not authorized to
First
be in a
Amendment
public...
right?
Yeah.
First Amendment right to film, to invade our privacy and film our cars?
Invade your privacy? Dude,
why are you doing that anyway? Why are you doing that?
Do you realize...
Are you making an expose?
Are you going to let me talk? You're just going to ask questions and not let me talk? Or are you going to let me speak?
Well, that's what you're doing to me.
I'm asking you to please leave.
I understand, but what's the issue with the camera?
I'm asking you to please leave, and if you don't, we'll ask law enforcement to come remove you.
But I'm just saying, what is the issue? What's going on, Bay fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency. We're back at it once again. For this video, we're in the city of Boise, Idaho, as you probably guessed by now. We went ahead and went to the Idaho State Bar office, where we were treated absolutely horrible. I was told that I, out of all people, was not authorized to be in their parking lot, which was just crazy. Then right after, we went ahead and went to the Idaho Correctional Industries office, which is the office that runs all their correctional institutions. And again, we were told we couldn't be there. Everybody else can, but BAT can't. It was ridiculous. I know you're not gonna like this one. Remember, these videos are always unscripted and posted in chronological order. Don't let the employees say it didn't happen like that. That video is heavily edited, because that's not true. We always keep the full unedited version in case we have to prove they're lying. Follow us on Facebook, Bay Area Transparency Official. Follow us on Instagram at Bay Area Transparency. Subscribe, like, and share, baby. Is BAT. And I'm out. All right. So hopefully we find good employees doing a good job that know and respect our rights right here at the Idaho State Bar Association. And that's really all we want to see. Oh, State Bar and Idaho Law Foundation. Oh, look, they have a little thing right here. Interesting. Oh, you can't hop in apparently. Let's see if we can get some info on the State Bar. To apply for Idaho Voucher Lawyers Program. Huh, interesting. Referral to an attorney.
There, how can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm here to get some information on filing a complaint on a lawyer and some other just public info.
Did you have an appointment?
No, I do not have an appointment.
Okay, unfortunately I can't let you in without an appointment, but you can go ahead and call that number on that paper, and then I can get you transferred over to Jessica if you are looking for help with that.
Call the number. Okay. Well, I need to file a public records request, and I don't really need an appointment for that at all. So if you guys could have somebody come out and give me that info, that'd be great.
And there's also a way to do it on our website.
For sure, but per the law, we can do it in person, and so that's what I'm here to do. I wouldn't go to a website if I'm already here, you know what I mean? Okay, that seems a bit ignorant to me. They said, yeah, and you can do it on the website. Well, but I'm here to do it in person. If I wanted to do it on the website, I would have went to the website. So it doesn't make any sense. But typical, attitudes and trash employees, as we see. So, somebody talk to me? Somebody say something? No. Yeah, typical, like we said, typical trash employees, right? Like, it literally told me, okay, yeah, you could do that on the website, and hung up the thing. Like, that's crazy. I said, hey, I'm here to exercise a right that we have, and that is, filing a records request. Partly, as well as like complaints and getting that other information, and like, oh well, I'm not gonna let you in unless you have an appointment. Call and make an appointment. I don't have to call for an appointment for a records request. It don't say that nowhere in the law. You know what I mean? And then she says, oh yeah, well you could just do that online. Okay, I could, but I don't want to. I'm here to do it in person. And these clowns are being clowns, right? And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. It's unneeded and unfortunate, right? Okay. What is she doing now? Calling police?
Sir,
Yep.
somebody, if you just hang on for a minute, we'll see if somebody's going to come down.
Okay. All right. Private parking for State Bar, Idaho staff and visitors. Oh, cool. Visitors. I am here to take our pictures since they didn't want to help me, right? And they want to leave me out here because most likely they called the police and they're running around in the office and probably going in offices and locking doors and doing dumb shit like that. You know, they tell you shit like, well, yeah, get an appointment. I'm not going to let you in. And I'm like, well, I don't need an appointment for a records request and how to file a complaint. Why would I need to call and get an appointment and go through all that to show up here and figure out how to file a complaint? And that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, with the locking of certain sections. Huh?
What are you doing?
What's it look like?
I'm asking you a question. What are you doing?
And I gave you an answer. What's it look like?
It looks like you're filming our cars. You're on private property.
This is private property?
It is.
Oh, who owns it?
The Idaho State Bar.
Oh, okay.
Idaho
Who?
Law Foundation.
Gotcha. Who owns the Idaho State Bar?
There's nobody that owns the Idaho State Bar. It is the Idaho State Bar.
Oh, it's not a public entity?
No.
A government entity?
Well,
By the state?
no, not necessarily, no.
Yeah, it is. It's
No,
governed
it's
by
not.
the state.
No, it's not, actually. We're governed by the Idaho Supreme Court.
Yeah, I know. It's an entity of the court and the judicial branch. I understand.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's public, right? So
This is
definitely
private
isn't
property.
Where does it say that?
That sign right there
Yeah, what's it say?
says private parking
For who?
for the Idaho State Bar.
And who else? Want to read it? We can read it together.
And the Idaho Law Foundation's visitors and staff only.
Gotcha. Visitors.
You're
There
not
you go.
Yeah, but you're not authorized to be here.
I'm not. Why am I?
I don't
Hold on,
consider
out
you a
of
visitor.
all
You
the-
need to leave.
Out of all the people that come here, why am I not authorized to be here?
Well,
Can I
because
ask
you're
you that?
filming our cars.
So because of my First Amendment right, I'm not authorized to
First
be in a
Amendment
public.
right?
Yeah. Mhm.
First Amendment right to film, to invade our privacy and film our cars.
Invade your privacy,
Film our cars.
sir. Are you trained in
Why
the
are
law
you
at all?
Why are you filming
Are you
our
trained
cars?
in the law at all?
Can
What's
you
your
answer
name,
my
by the way?
question, please?
What's your name, by the way?
Can you answer my question?
Yeah, answer mine. What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name, sir? Do you work for the public? Yeah, probably. What's your name?
Why?
Because it's your policy, it's public record,
Well,
it's professional.
you know what? Dude,
I can go on and on.
We're gonna
and
call
on.
the police.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Yep.
What a fucking! This guy's something else, bro.
We'll call the police. You can leave.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Well, you could just be professional and understand that I'm
I
not.
was very professional.
Sir,
I
how
asked you what
how
you're
am I
doing here,
violating your
and I asked
privacy?
you to leave.
Right? How am I violating your privacy? And again, why do you feel you have the authority to tell me to leave a parking lot that's open for visitors, for the public? Right? Why do you feel you have that authority? I don't understand.
Why
that.
do you
So
feel that you
that's why
have the
I'm
authority
asking
to
these
film our
questions.
cars?
Why do, dude?
Why
do
are you doing
realize,
that anyway?
Look,
Why are
listen,
you doing that?
Do you realize?
Are you making an
Are you gonna let me
expose?
talk?
Or-
You're just gonna ask questions and not let me talk, or are you gonna let me speak?
Well, that's what you're doing to me. You're talking over me, right? Okay.
I'm trying to answer your question.
I asked
but
you a question which you never answered.
What question is that?
What are you doing?
What do you think?
Filming our cars.
Filming. I'm filming.
What are you doing that?
Why am I filming the vehicles?
What? Yeah.
Okay, I have my personal reasons for doing that I don't divulge. It's really, pointless to.
Oh, so you go
how does
around-
it help
you just go around everywhere
How does
filming
it help
cars?
you? But in 2025, where can you go today in this day and age, driving your car where you're not on 100 cameras the minute you leave your house, right? So, I'm here for business. You guys denied me business like dummies. And so I have ADHD,
Well,
so I walked around to film.
What business do you have with the Idaho State Bar?
I have information to get. I've already said it to the speaker.
And they offered you what?
Nothing.
They didn't offer you anything?
No, they said, we're going to see if somebody comes down. I said, okay. I have ADHD. I went off to continue taking pictures of stuff that I take pictures of. So I don't understand the issue. And why do you feel it's an invasion of your privacy? What privacy do you have in public?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, how is it? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What privacy do you have in public?
Well, what purpose would you have for doing it?
My own purposes, right?
Well, then okay.
Let
then
me
I
ask
have
you,
my own.
what
Then
purpose,
I have my own.
What purpose do you have for wearing black shoes, blue jeans, and a brownish shirt today?
Yeah, it
You
really,
wouldn't explain that
really
to me, is that
upsets,
correct?
It really upsets me that you support my team.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Go Giants.
Yeah, they're a great team, but
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, like, you wouldn't explain that to me at that point, right? So why would I explain this to you as something personal? You see what I'm saying?
Well, so okay.
Do you
so
understand
I can say the same thing. I answer you because I don't need to.
Well, you do. You're a
I do
public
not.
servant.
I'm
But
not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
You guys work for the public.
Well, sir.
No, we don't.
So, sir, are you interested in making a public records request and filing a grievance against an attorney?
I needed information on how to file the grievance against an attorney.
Okay.
And they
And
provided that
I
at the front desk
know-
when they told you to log on to the website and you can do it like this. Or they give you a phone number.
And what
you
else
call
can we do?
and give you a phone number.
And what else can we do?
Well, we
We can come here in person, right, and ask questions. Is that correct? Or is this just not a public entity that is part of the judicial branches? Am I assuming? Why do we have a locked door and you guys
Are you gonna
figure
let
out
her
who
answer?
you want in? Well, I have several questions. Are you going to be quiet and let me spit them out? Why do we have a locked door and not leave it open so people can access the public lobby and ask these questions instead of get told no, they can't access the public lobby? Why do we have that?
Well, we have an intercom, so yeah, you're.
And I got told go do it on the internet. And when I said, well, actually, per the law, I can do it here in person, and that's what I'm here to do. Why would I go on the internet if I already went through the trouble to come down here?
Yeah, we do
Right?
have information
So that's not
about
okay.
filing a grievance against an attorney on our website.
Mm-hmm.
We have an appointment that we're heading out to, but we'll be back in the office later this afternoon if you wanted to talk about that process and ask questions.
Well,
in
that's the whole
person.
point of, not to interrupt you, that's the whole point of people coming here to get the information, right? Because sometimes the internet doesn't answer the questions that we have.
Yeah.
We might see this is how you can do it, but we might
Right.
have certain questions of like, how can I find this? How can I find that? That's the whole point of customer service. And when I say, well, I'm here to file a public records request and I get told, go do it on the internet, when the law says I have a right to do it in person here, that's not okay.
What law
And
are
when
you
I have
talking
a
about, sir?
Yeah, you're
the
actually.
Public Records Act. When I have somebody who comes out and tells me to get out of a parking lot that I'm only the one who's not authorized to be in a visitor's parking lot, that's not okay.
Well, you're
right?
filming our cars.
Okay, and what? That is the First Amendment.
I don't.
So what is your issue with me filming the vehicles?
Well, we're happy to talk with you about the process too, or you can call our office to talk to someone about the process to file a grievance.
Right, well, I came here in person to do that, right? And to file my public records request. And I basically got told no, right? And then I said, well, I'm here to do it in person. I don't want to go online and do it. I'm not good with the internet. I'm not good with computers. I don't know how to navigate them. I just don't do it, right? So when I got told no, I hopped to the parking lot, started getting shots that I need, started filming whatever I want in there, which is a First Amendment right. Is that correct? We do have a First Amendment right to film in public, right?
We don't give legal advice.
Okay, I don't need it. It's a statement. I'm
Well,
just
you
letting
asked
you know.
the question and I'm trying to respond,
Right.
and we don't answer that.
Well, when I told him, he laughed about it as if it wasn't a First Amendment right. So I don't understand your guys' issues here.
I think our staff was maybe just concerned because you are filming, so they were a little hesitant to provide you some information right away. But yeah, our office, we talk to people all the time about the process to file grievances. We handle public records requests. So
I know. You know how I know that? Because about a week ago, somebody came in and was audio recording and was allowed in and asked all kind of questions and wasn't openly video recording, and they were let in. They also walked around the parking lot and did all kind of stuff, and none of this happened. You know how I know that? Because I have the audio, right? So now when I come with a camera openly recording, it seems that the staff here take it as an opportunity to act even more unprofessional than they did professional. And that's a problem.
I never said anything to you that was unprofessional.
Yes, you did. Get out of our parking lot. You're not authorized to be here. That's
I
unprofessional.
asked you to leave.
No, you said leave or we're going to call the cops and they'll make you leave. That's what you said.
No, what I said was,
Yeah.
Okay, you won't leave.
We'll watch the video back.
Well, Joe,
Anyways.
I said I'll
how do you
call
handle
police.
this?
You don't do computer work. We can print out the forms for you. We're not a public building. We are a self-governing state agency, which is a little different than I think what you may assume we are. We are not an agency that gets state tax dollars.
That's not true.
Well, it is true.
You guys actually do get state tax dollars. You guys charge, I can break it all down to you. You guys charge
we do
lawyers,
not.
judges, and all this a fee to be
No,
part of the
we don't.
bar and association. Yes, it is right on your
We don't
website, right? And
charge
so
judges.
a lot of these
We
people
zero
get paid
taxpayer
tax
dollars.
dollars,
This is
and they
not
pay
correct.
with tax dollars. You see
We
what I'm
have
saying?
an appointment.
So, you guys are very much open to the public.
You're
But
free
anyways,
to
I'm going to
contact
continue
our
doing what
office
I'm
for
doing.
more information.
And I will do that. What's weird is I can't do it here, and this is a state government
John, I would
entity.
just go inside.
There you go.
There's nothing that's going to be accomplished from this conversation.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, doing your job would have accomplished it. Being professional, at least they were professional, unlike John. Jesus. It's ridiculous, man.
It's a matter of opinion, I guess.
Well, we'll see. It's called the Court of Public Opinion. We'll see how you doing it. Later, babe. Love you. What a clown. What a clown. They're like, come back and we'll deal with you. So these people just came up and closed their blinds. But they're like, come back later at a different time and we'll give you that info. Well, I'm here now. Why would I have to come back at a later time? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's part of the problem with these people and how they act and how they don't respect the fact that, dude, you are a government agency. You're part of the state bar. Not really. We're part of the courts. I know, the judicial branch of government. You're government. Well, but we're not tax funded. Yes, you are. So... This person came and took a picture of me real quick. And they can't even close the window there. That's fucking hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm on a sidewalk. Look at, they're all running away from the, let me X out, sorry. You guys couldn't see that. They're all like running away from the windows and shit. And trying to take pictures of moi, which is fine with me. Take all the pictures you want. I've been on these dudes' body cams for fucking days, right? None of that shit matters to me. There we go, another picture, look. See that? It's a little dusty, but you can see them moving in there. They just took another picture. Oh boy. Anyways, and now they're probably calling the police, right? Need to do my records requester. They're supposed to be giving me the papers for the records request, but look at right here, ring bell for assistance. Or call. Maybe we just start calling the number. I don't know. So the very least they could do after all that nonsense they caused is give me my records request papers so I can be on my way. Unless they want me to stick around and hang out. Which I will gladly do all day. Now, I'm sure they get off at 4 or 5. I can be out here chilling 4 or 5. So that's a poison right there, as we can see. Is that John? Anyways, the records request papers. I'm sure you guys are listening to me on this stupid mic. Let's go. Give me my papers so I can go, unless you want me to hang out, and then I'll hang out all day. Any day. Let's trying to get the assistance I need, man. All they got to do is give me my dang records request papers, and then I can boogie out. And that's what I'm trying to do at this point. And right now, you guys have seen me ring the bell twice. Let's do it a third time, because now they are literally refusing service with the public records request. We'll get that on camera, and then we'll see what happens, what a judge thinks when I point this out. All right, one more time for the fourth time. At this point, that's a refusal. You can hear it ringing. All right, this is gonna be just a major refusal at this point. And we will point it out and show it and talk about it and report on it. And we will tell everybody what they're doing and that they're not serving us, right? Okay, that's 4 times, ladies and gentlemen. They have definitely refused service. Maybe we can get in right here. And if we can, then we pop in. No restricted area, no firearms allowed. So, subject to search beyond this point. So this is just for weapons, not people. So. Oh, this is cool. Look at the floors. Nice freaking floors and tiles and stuff. It's awesome. Yeah. Put this thing down real quick. Take some pictures here. Let's see which ones we can get like this. Obviously, we want to get everything we can see here. She's calling on me right now. So we have like a security system here. If you guys see it, little security system right there. Looks like there's a little security system. Talking to me? Well, what's up?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm taking pictures.
Of what?
Just
What?
everything in here.
I'm just curious as to who you are, what you're doing. Am I on camera?
Yeah, I'm recording.
I don't want to be recorded. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I came over because I thought you wanted to talk to me. If you watch this thing, let me tell you. Can you let me tell you? This thing follows me. See what I'm saying? So that's why you're there. But is that it?
Sir, could you please stop recording?
Come again?
Could you please stop recording?
No. I always record.
Okay, could I ask you to leave?
Why would I have to leave?
Because I'm asking you to leave.
Is this a private business?
It is
or-
not, but I have a right to ask you to leave.
Oh, okay. I mean, but I don't understand why. Why would I have to leave?
Because you're recording in here? Why are you recording?
Well, I'm doing something, but what does that matter? The recording is why I have to leave?
I'm asking you to leave, please.
Okay, well, I'm asking you to leave as well.
I work here.
Okay, I'm working too.
And who do you work for?
I work for myself.
Okay, I need to ask you to leave.
Okay,
If
I
you
need
don't
to
leave, we're
ask
going
you
to
to leave as
trespass you.
well. Can I get your name?
No.
Well, what's your name and position? How do I know you even
Excuse
work
me,
here?
But do you mind if I talk to her real quick?
Oh,
You're blocking my nose.
do your thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if
What is your
I don't
business
know
here?
if I don't know your name
I
and
gotta pick
position,
up
I don't
the
even know if I have to listen to you, which is why I asked. You're asking if you can help me. How do I know? What do you do?
I don't know. What do you need?
Well, I need a lot of things, but
What can I help you with?
well, first your name and position would be great.
My name's Nicole, and I'm the chief investigator.
The chief
The
investigator.
staff
awesome.
here do not want to be filmed, so I'm asking you to please turn that off and not film our
Tho-
staff.
those ones?
Yes.
Oh,
The ones
okay.
you're filming.
Okay.
Please
Well,
leave.
so what is the issue with the camera?
I'm asking you to please leave.
I understand, but what's the issue with the camera?
I'm asking you to please leave, and if you don't, we'll ask law enforcement to come remove you.
But I'm just saying, what is the issue? Because this is a public lobby, right?
It
You
sure
just
is.
said it. Okay. So
But
what
I
is
also
the
have the
issue?
right to ask you to
The
leave.
camera is scary.
And I'm asking you to leave.
The camera is. Well, you have the right to say anything you want, really. But what is
Sure.
the issue? The scary
Sure.
camera, or
No, sir.
is it
If they don't
transparency
want
you guys
to be-
lack, or what?
What are you filming that needs to be transparent?
Anything
The
that
staff
I
do
wanna
not
see.
want you to be filming them.
Okay.
They have a right to not be filmed. I'm asking you to leave.
What right is that?
Please leave.
What right is that?
All right, we'll go ahead and call.
You're
and have
saying
you
they have a
removed.
right to not be filmed. What right would that be? This is so fucking ridiculous. Oh boy, people. How's it going, John? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Oh, I was good until that lady became crazy, but that's all right. Things happen.
What is going on? Can you fill me in?
Can I film you?
No, can you fill me in? What's...
Oh, I'm just recording. And I've been in here for maybe like 30 seconds or something. And, apparently my camera is such a big issue that we now need to call police, and people are scared. There's, the scary camera. I mean, it's scary, right?
I think it's just off-putting in the end for some people, don't you? I mean, that's my guess.
I mean, it could be,
Yeah.
but the part of the issue is that oh well, right? Like,
Yeah,
I don't care. You know what I mean?
I do. I
So-
know what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but if I was you, I don't know what's your position here.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an investigator here.
Oh, okay. Well, if I was you, I'd tell these people to stop acting crazy and calling law enforcement for no reason. But
Well,
they can
I'm-
feel free.
Well, a lot of people here are just trying to do their job, and if
Mm-hmm.
they find something like this, for whatever reason, disruptive, they're bound to let us know. I think you can understand that. That's reasonable.
Well, I don't think I've said anything about these two ladies talking to you guys and letting you know that they see a camera.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. But when your guys' chief investigator comes down and says that she's going to have me trespassed and I have to leave because I have a camera, literally, that's what she said, because of my First Amendment right in a public area, to that I say, right? And I don't try to be a jerk, but I feel like she just tried to violate my rights. You know what I could have done? I could have said, oh, I have to leave, trespass. Oh, okay, cool, boom. And then 6 months later came and said, here you go. You're served with the lawsuit. You violated my rights. Good job, right? So
Well, I can tell
she's
you-
an idiot.
No, she's not.
She's
Listen,
an idiot.
I will tell you something, though. The last thing we want is for more people to get arrested, right? We don't want that. So if there's...
What the hell is she
Yeah,
doing?
I guess she's putting her hand.
Who would get arrested?
Hey, by the way, I don't even know your name. What is it?
Oh, my name's Ben.
What is it?
Ben. B-E-N.
Ben?
Yep.
Hi, Ben.
But who would get arrested?
I don't
understand
know.
that.
I mean, I guess that's up for the police to decide. Right?
Oh, interesting.
But
Yeah, I agree. We don't need anybody getting falsely arrested, that's for sure.
yeah.
Especially somebody who didn't hurt somebody, steal something, touch a kid, rape somebody,
Of
murder
course.
somebody,
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Like, yeah, so I mean, I agree. The last thing we need is for somebody to get arrested. But apparently,
But if you-
Blueberry, I forget her name, so I'm just gonna give her a nickname. I'm horrible with names. I've actually already forgot yours. But apparently Blueberry is gonna try to get me arrested. And this young lady decides that she wants to block my camera for some reason. I don't think you're tall enough. Nope, not tall enough. So if we could stop acting
Then-
crazy, that'd be
And
great.
I'm gonna presume the police have been called, okay?
Most likely.
I hope this doesn't turn into something where you do get charged. We don't want that.
Well, what would I get charged with?
Probably trespassing.
How? In a public area?
Well, even public areas, we have the right to regulate those to some extent, right?
No.
Like, let's say you were lying down here. Do you think you'd have the right to do that?
Well, there's a big difference. Lying down and lawfully recording and doing a story on the Idaho Correction Industry is a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, this is an open public area unless it says, only authorized personnel, which it doesn't because we have a help window, right? And I'm sure the public comes in here all the time, right?
All the time, but let's
so-
just say, what if you just stayed at that window for 45 minutes while other people?
Yeah, totally could.
No, you totally can't.
But
Right, we have the right to regulate this area.
No.
Even
well,
though it's a public space.
I mean, you don't. I think you guys think you do, you just don't.
Why do you think that?
Because it's a open public lobby.
But don't you think we have a right to conduct business here?
For sure. So a difference that I can give is like if your example is standing at the window for 45 minutes and nobody can get help because I'm standing at the
Precisely.
window, that's a big
Precisely.
difference, right? Like when the gentleman who was out here a minute ago said, "Can I get by you?" What I do? Oh, no problem.
I don't know.
I moved out. I thought you were already here for that. I moved out of his way so he can get to the window.
Okay.
Right? So there's a big difference. But like I said, she needs to learn the difference between public and private areas. and what we can and can't do. So why would you call the cops on somebody for exercising their First Amendment right? Do you have an answer for that?
No.
You don't have
I've
an
asked
answer.
you to leave.
So what? It's a public area. I have business here to conduct.
What is
So-
your business? I asked you that and you wouldn't tell me.
Well, because you're telling me to leave. Why would I even speak with you? Right now, my business is my First Amendment right, recording, doing a story on you and how you're acting. And another thing I'm going to do is request records. But why would you call the police on somebody who's recording in a public area?
What are the
Did you
records
see
you'd
a
like to
crime?
request?
Did you see a crime?
What are the
Did you
records
see a
you'd like to
crime?
request?
Did you see a crime?
What are the records you'd
None
like
of your
to
business
request?
right now. Did you
It
see a
kinda
crime?
is. If you have a
It's not
business
your
here, we'll
business.
help you.
My official business right now is my First Amendment right. Did you see a crime to call law enforcement?
Sir, what is your business? What would
Ma'am,
you
did
like?
you see a crime to call law enforcement? That's partly my business. I want to know why you called law enforcement.
Well, they can explain it to you when they get here.
I think they're going to do more explaining to you than they're
Okay.
going to do to me.
Then they can do that.
Yeah,
That's
they
fine.
will, because you're ignorant of the laws.
Okay.
This is a public area. You're a public servant. Act like one.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know your place.
Ben, we're
Do you understand that?
Hey, Ben.
No,
We're acting like
no,
public
you weren't
servants.
here for this.
I
You
know,
weren't
but
here,
I'm-
and I can respect the way you're talking and acting. I do not respect her
But Ben, I'm
at
here
all.
now.
Zero.
I'm here now, right?
Well, I
And
don't
what
care.
What
This-
I'm
it's
trying
too
to
late.
say is we do
Too
have
late.
the right to regulate this area.
No, you don't. Not in that way. Not
Do you
in that
think we
way.
have a right in any way?
I think you guys. Well, so I'll give you an example. Watch. This is probably an employee area, right? Boom. There you go. So that could be regulated.
Can you-
see what I'm
can you-
saying?
can you
This
give me
public
one-
lobby
give
is
me
not.
1 minute.
Well, they're going to tell you right now that they messed up.
Okay.
So, and I'll listen. We've been advised to stop engaging with him and acting like complete psychos. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes.
Okay, so just ignore, turn around, come down. Okay, all right.
Idiots, ladies and gentlemen, idiots. And now they're being told to ignore me. And she said, so just ignore him, turn around and don't talk to him. They're being told to ignore me. But I need records. So what they need to do is give me the records that I need and be sure that they do that.
Okay. All right, I appreciate the call. Bye-bye.
So we got that. We will see what's on that and look at that later. So, yeah, complete crazy people, idiots who freak out over a camera and act extremely stupid. And I can guarantee, so this was Jody, right, who was trying to block my camera. And my microphone's so good, we will pick up everything they're saying. So they've been told that I've been here for a few weeks and I'm going everywhere and blah, 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 blah. So again, calling law enforcement simply because somebody has a camera is not what we're supposed to do. And that lady is the chief investigator, right? And look at this, all visitors and vendors. That lady is the chief investigator. And here's the sign-in sheet for people who've already been here. Let's get those names right there. All right, we got that. Just an ignorant lady. You know what I mean? Ignorant jerk. And so now they've been advised to not serve me, and I need service. So let's go ahead and get our service now that we need some service. Go ahead and do your jobs. Just the ignorance, man. At this point, I'm not going to be respectful. These people are trash. The only one who was respectful was him. And so I can respect that gentleman, but I need service. And I'm asking for it, and they're refusing it. And so at this point, I will stand right here at the door until they give me the service that I need, right? And so this is the scenario that they've been given.
I guess you got me again.
That's fine. I need to request records. I want to get all these employees' personnel files. So we're going to get their...
We can't release personnel.
Well, you can take the public records request and give me an official response, and then if I have to, I have a standing to sue over it. So
Okay, that request is on our website.
I know, but I can do it in person per the law, Idaho Public Records Act. Yep,
Okay.
I can file it in person here in writing.
Okay. What
So-
did you say, in person or writing?
In writing, in person,
What
in
is it
writing.
You want then? You want the names?
Yeah, I want the blue ladies. I want all 3 of their full names. I want a copy of their last 2 most recent paycheck stubs.
Last 2 pay stubs?
Yep, the most recent.
Okay.
I want a copy, or I want to know what their state issued email addresses are.
Say again?
The state issued email addresses.
Okay. What else, Ben?
I'll need to think for a minute, but I think I can start with that right there.
How do I get this to you?
I can come back in a couple days and grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 days, right? 3 to 5.
You'll be back in 3 to 5?
Correct.
Okay. I'll do my best. It has to go through a process, of course, but I'll...
Yeah, I know. I understand it. Totally understand the process. And is this a recorded line when you guys are speaking with people?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's add to that. If it is a recorded line, I want the conversation that Jody had with law enforcement. I can get it from them as well, but if this is a recorded line, I want that conversation as well.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, if not, I can always get it from dispatch. Not much of a big deal. I'll be able to get it. I didn't hear what they say. Okay, I'll get it. I'll be able to get it from the dispatch. See exactly what was said and how. So, unfortunately, just like we thought, we pop in, was just taking pictures, and it was immediate ignorance with a lady. Now these ladies are saying, oh, just don't help him, because of course law enforcement, like idiots, said disengage, don't serve him. Thank God this gentleman's here and has a good head on his shoulders. So he was, willing to and came, took our records request. But Jody, the other lady, and Blueberry decided that, you know what, we're just going to not talk to him and not serve him. And they don't understand their position as public servants. So, yeah, bro, it's an issue, right? A major, major issue, the way that people act. It's coming out. Let me hop back so I don't get banged with the door there.
Hey, how are you?
All right, how about you?
Good.
Good looking little puppy there.
Thank you.
What's up, doggy? Stocky.
Are you getting what you need footage-wise and everything?
Oh yeah, for the most part.
Okay, good.
Looks like we had some ignorance come out and got it slapped down, so that's good. Oh boy.
My name's Chad.
Oh, good to meet you. I don't do shake hands.
Okay.
I'm a germaphobe, man.
Gotcha.
I got to watch the germs there.
All right.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So, where do you work?
Here.
Oh, you work here. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I hadn't read the thing yet, so.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
cool. Why does it see? What's your position here, Chad?
I'm the chief of institutions and operations.
Awesome, man. So,
Yeah.
so why does it seem like you guys have such a big problem with our constitutional rights?
I don't.
You probably didn't know what happened or was here.
Tell me more about it.
Blueberry, I don't know her name, so I just named her Blueberry. She has a blue shirt on. She decided to call the police, tell me I can't be in here, tell me that she's asking me to leave or telling me to leave. I'm being trespassed and she's gonna have me arrested, all this other nonsense. And I asked why, and she said, "'Cause you have a camera and we don't want to be recorded." And this is our First Amendment right. I have an absolute right to be in this public area and record all of you guys, right, whenever I want. And so she kept pushing and pushing and pushing until I had to finally say F off. I'm not gonna leave. And it's kind of it shows issues, right? It shows issues with you guys in your training, and her not. I even asked her, "Is this a public area?" She said, "Yeah, but we can control this area," which isn't true, right? If somebody has official business here, which the First Amendment is official business, you guys don't get to just tell whoever you want to leave because you don't like that person, right? And that's kind of what happened. It's one, discrimination, and two, discrimination based on constitutional rights. It's an issue. And so you seem like you're probably high up. You do institutions. I know that this obviously isn't an institution, but how do you think you guys are going to solve that problem so it doesn't happen again? Would be my question, right? I think that's a good question.
That's a fair question. You are correct. You can be in this area. It is public. Like, there's an understanding of that. I think we have some training stuff.
Do some training on
to
it.
do. Yeah. It's just a first time somebody coming in with a camera like that, and so I think it's just but no, it brings awareness for me and for us. Like, it's just never come up, but I'm not concerned about it for the future, I guess.
I've read a little bit of your guys' policy, and it seems clear in there that it says it references a lot that I'll call you ICI staff, right? I'll just say that so I don't have to say the whole thing. ICI staff, it seems to be clear. It spells out to you guys that you guys are public servants. It says it often in there, right? And I think that some of us, meaning her mostly, and the other ladies in there, Jody and the other ladies who was trying to block my camera, which is like an intimidation tactic. It's not okay to do that. I think they need to maybe read that again and realize that public servant route instead of getting the confrontational, right? The de-escalation training. The only one I did notice that de-escalated was John.
Yeah.
John was cool, level-headed, awesome the whole time. But the rest of them were all like, it's total escalation, right? And I even asked the relevant questions. Is this a public area? Yes. Well, I can be here. I'm just recording. No, we don't like your camera. So I would ask that you train those staff to be a little more servant conscientious, right? And not master, conscientious. That's what I think it is, It's like, no, I'm the boss. I have a gun. I'm the chief investigator. Do what I say, and it doesn't work like that because some of us aren't scared of that stuff. See what I'm saying?
And you shouldn't be.
Yeah, we should. We shouldn't have to be, right? Like I'm not. I don't dislike law enforcement. I dislike bad policing, right? Bad law enforcement actions, like what I saw here. I dislike that, and that's why I could have those conversations with her and be extremely irritated, like I was, and then turn around and speak to John or you just this same way and be respectful, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't dislike police. I just dislike bad policing. So when I saw that, I was probably rude to her because it was irritating me after a few times of me trying to make her think about what she was saying and her still going, no, I'm the boss, get out. We need to change these things, right? So anyways, thanks for hearing me out. Thanks for talking to me. That's all I have to say. And I appreciate you, answering my question because a lot of people don't and have not. And I've been in many of the state offices lately. And when I ask the questions after the staff do something wrong, the higher ups sit there and go, I don't have an answer. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to answer. And so thanks for just at least answering and being a good public employee, right?
Be transparent to you.
For sure.
I would say first time of us having First Amendment, audit like that. And so I think it's that nervousness of not the unknown of that. And, we have some training and stuff to do. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. Like,
hell yeah.
No, not upset, no harm, no foul. Like, we just all learn and grow.
Wow.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do not hear that very often from the higher ups. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Anything else you need in here?
Nope, I'm good. Just gonna take some pictures and I'll be on my way, man.
Take your time.
Yep, take care.
Yeah.
So that gentleman was ultra professional, just like John, right? Ultra professional. These ladies, not professional. Horrible, right? That's my opinion. Horrible, horrible staff. So, yeah, like I said.
Hi, how are you, sir? Well, thank you. Well, I'm gonna hang out for a while, Ben. You wanna shoot the breeze?
Not really. How do I get a hoodie like that?
I don't know, I think they're on my staff. Can't get them. You want one?
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
I,
I'll add
thi-
that
I
to
think
my list.
I think that chief that what was his, that was he the chief, the director? What was he, the guy? The guy was
Yeah,
talking-
he's basically the assistant director.
Yeah, he did. I think he would give me one. He did awesome. You and him, it's the only ones I've seen so
He's
far.
a super guy.
Yeah.
He's a super guy.
Well, and I let him know about you. I don't know if
Oh,
you heard our
thanks. No, I didn't. I
conversation,
appreciate
but
it.
I went ahead and told him, you know, hey, these ladies called law enforcement. This happened. Then law enforcement told them the worst thing law enforcement could tell any public servant is ignore him. Don't turn around. Don't talk to him. Because when we need records, if you guys don't do that, it does open this office up to a lawsuit.
Yeah, you have every
and
right
so-
to records.
Right, and so I told the guy, I'm horrible with names, I told him the only reason they just took my records request was John, because these girls were just going to turn around and not talk to me and hide from my camera, which isn't okay. And he made very clear, like I said to you guys earlier, he goes, this is a public space. You have every right to be right here and record. There is nothing wrong with you recording. He goes, you just pointed out a hole in our system and an issue, and we're going to fix it.
I think the only
train
point
and-
is if you were blocking, like we were saying, if you were blocking other people from getting service or.
Yeah, we
something
can't
like that.
that would be disrupting
Yeah,
service.
yeah.
But what's her name was trying to say is that just my camera alone was disrupting service because the ladies don't want to be recorded, and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You guys got to work
For
in the
public,
private sector
yeah,
if you
yeah.
guys want that privacy.
That's
right.
right, that's
yeah.
right, yeah.
So when you guys signed up, I always say this because I want you guys to think about it. Is when you signed up to be a public employee, you signed up to be scrutinized by the public, which
You're-
is why
you're
we get your
correct.
salaries,
You're
we
correct.
get your pay stubs, we can
Yeah.
get anything we want about you guys. Almost can't get your personal info, but
You know, you might be interested in, I'm guessing you already know this, there's a website called Transparent Idaho, maybe?
Yeah, Transparent Idaho.
Transparent Idaho, you can get all
Yep.
that stuff from
Yep,
there.
no, I know.
I think,
I know.
yeah.
Yep, I know. I use it often.
Oh, you do?
Sometimes in these videos when people pop up in them and look bad, I put their salary across the bottom and say this person is being paid X amount to treat the public like this, right? And I like to point out these concepts to make people actually think about it, right? Whether it's the person in the video or not, because
Yeah.
maybe after they calm down and after they stop hating me and hating what I do and hating the fact I recorded them, maybe they think and go, you know what? Man, maybe I shouldn't have acted like that. Maybe I should not have escalated that thing, you know?
It's a valid point, I think.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of it like that, but that's valid.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mess up too, and I say it in my videos.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, I mean, it's been a wild ride for me. So,
Can I ask you a couple of questions? Is it okay? You don't have to answer them.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
How did you get started doing this? I'm just curious.
So I'm probably one of the oldest people doing this. I've been doing this for about 14, 15 years.
Are you kidding? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm actually probably one of the most watched as well in the nation. So,
Okay.
or
In the
probably
nation, okay.
on the internet more than likely.
Okay.
Right, there's a couple of us that get a high amount of views. I'm one of them.
TikTok, Insta?
Everything.
Everything. Okay.
Everything.
Yeah.
So I've been studying law for about the same amount of time, maybe a little longer than that. I've just always been interested in the law. I love it. I like what sets us apart from other countries is the Constitution, which doesn't give us our rights, but protects our rights from the government, right?
Yeah.
And because the rights were God-given, you know, when your Creator gave it to you when you were born, you learned how to talk, right? And so that's why we have freedom of speech. And I saw a lot of issues. I grew up in a Mexican neighborhood. All my friends, family, wife, everybody's Mexican in my life, or other minority cultures as well. And I seen them getting treated differently.
In a negative sense.
In a negative way, yep. And so I started recording, and you know, once cell phones came out, obviously I'm old, right? But when these cell phone camera phones came out, I started recording just to kind of protect our rights, because I knew them, you know, from police coming up and being like, give me your ID, because we're in the park hanging out, right, or something like that. And anyways, I started doing videos, and then years later I stopped. My home was raided in a DUI checkpoint because I went through a checkpoint, refused to give my license. They came and raided my home. I don't know if you're familiar, but there is no law that says in a DUI checkpoint you have to give your license. The Supreme Court allowed DUI checkpoints for DUIs only, but not for license checkpoints, right? So I did that. They raided my home. I kind of stopped, scared me. My daughter was like 1.5 at the time, and I was like, had 30 cops at my house because I recorded a video. I didn't like that. Then I noticed a bunch of people doing it. I started this channel in 2019, and I've been doing it ever since. So,
YouTube channel?
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh, it's interesting.
every social.
Yeah.
And hi, how you doing?
Good, what are we shooting?
You're famous. I was here for you. We were.
My PO doesn't come out of state.
I'm the paparazzi.
Yeah, you are paparazzi. Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I got started. I saw a lot of inadequacies in law enforcement, and it's just a way for me to point them out. So.
Well, I was just about to say, and I'm glad Chad's here, you will not find any kind of disparate treatment from of people based on race or religion or any of those kinds of characteristics in IDOC. We can assure you of that. I'm sure you're hearing that already, right?
That's good. I did go to your guys' parole office, maybe a separate agency, but they did horribly. District 4, bad, really bad.
There's some great people there, Ben.
I'm
Seriously.
sure there is.
There really are.
I try not to judge people on the way they act in the video because I understand it can be off-putting to have the camera and you don't understand it.
They don't understand it. They think you're an enemy. They don't realize that you're not trying to do that, right?
But there's a line, right, where somebody is like, hey, can you not record me? Or we don't want you to record. Let me look into it and see if you can. Compared to in your face, I had one of the Idaho state workers tell me, why don't you follow me outside? Let's go outside and basically fight, right? I was like, cool. I love, fighting. So I'll go outside with you. Of course, he changed his mind, and but there's been a lot of issues. So
yeah,
this one at least didn't get out of hand.
I think what you're going to find with us is really, really high quality people that are just doing their best to help people out. I really do believe you'll find that. And I'm not from here. I'm from a different part of the country, but that's my assessment here. And I think you will find that, and I think from what I've heard of you so far, you're really going to appreciate that. But you're right, the camera's off-putting. People aren't sure why you're doing it, what you're doing. Are you trying to do something to hurt them? They just don't know, Ben,
Right. And I test in different ways. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I don't walk in and say, when somebody sees the camera, I don't walk in and say, I'm recording because I'm watching you and I want to see how you're going to react to my camera, because do you get the answers to the quiz before or after you take the quiz, right? So yeah. I want to see where the training's at and the realization that you guys took an oath to the Constitution, not to people's feelings and things like that, right?
But it's so unusual, Ben, that I think it catches people off guard, It's not that they don't want to cooperate with you, it really isn't.
Right, and that's what I said, like that I understand. Asking questions, I understand. Approaching and speaking with me, I understand. What I don't understand is escalation, right? Yeah. Get out, we're trespassing you, I'm calling the police, we're gonna have you arrested. I've had people get in my face, I've been slammed into walls, I've been slammed on the ground and choked by parole officers.
You won't get that. You won't get that here, Ben.
Yeah.
What you will see is people are protective of one another here,
Well, that's always a good thing, but it's just like I said, it's the way that it happens and the understanding of position, I think.
You would appreciate the number of COs and POs and staff members here that have saved lives. By administering narcotics, for example.
Oh, that's a big deal right now.
We have tons of that. And out in the community, POs and COs jumping out of their car, off duty, doing CPR. And, they're just remarkable group of men and women. I'd love you to do a story on that. You'd be, that would make you feel good,
Yeah, this makes me feel good. I won't lie. I like it. But no, if I see that, unfortunately, in what I do, when I see stops and stuff, I hop out of the car, I go record the stops. I try to find out what's going on, and if I ever see anything like that. But like I said, it's the most important thing. What you guys actually took an oath to is the Constitution. And when I see the escalation and things like that, that's my issue. So I understand that law enforcement, parole officers, general people do a lot of good, right? I totally get that. But I also see a lot of the negative side when you bring out a camera, and it seems like people don't want to be transparent.
They're just afraid, Ben. They're not,
But afraid of what, a camera?
Well, they don't really know because they don't know you. you know, and they don't know what you're trying to do at first, right? They just don't know.
But my point to that is like, so what? It's a camera, right?
I know.
Like I said, again, I understand the questions, I understand the approach, I understand, hey, what's going on. What I don't understand and will not, I'm not gonna get it, is the escalation, right? So if you see something, why escalate? Don't you guys have de-escalation training? I'm sure you guys do, right?
We absolutely do. Man.
Yeah,
but
so
it's just that you're, for lack of a better term, just sort of unusual, sort of an anomaly, and that makes people not sure what to do. Well, they're just not sure what to do.
So, I mean, I guess, could I quote you as saying, when we see something unusual at the Idaho Corrections, when we see something unusual and off-putting, we're going to escalate the situation?
No, of course I'm not saying that, Ben.
That's what it sounds like.
No,
it sounds like
Ben,
you're making excuses for their actions, right? I'm just being honest. That's what I hear.
But you asked the question, and I'm trying to answer it the best that I can. People generally, right? When they're a little bit afraid or they're not sure what's going on, they act in ways that, you know, maybe isn't always the way that is the best way they could act, I guess we could say.
Right, and so that's the whole point of public scrutiny with our public employees, because if we see that, I see a lot of people that shouldn't be in these positions.
I bet you haven't seen that here, though, have you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen several people here that should not be in these positions.
You must have caught them on a bad day.
Do you mean here or just in Boise as general? Oh no, here. The only lady that I really had an issue with was the one we were talking to that was escalating. And the lady who's like blocking the camera. You guys can't do that stuff.
I think she was more or less kidding around, to be honest. You know, the one blocked, and I don't think she meant that.
I don't think so.
You guys were both smiling.
But if you guys are any indication of how people here act, I think there's probably a lot of really good staff here.
Well, I challenge you to find a more progressive Department of Corrections anywhere. Take a look at he'll tell you, take a look at what we do here. It's remarkable. It really is.
You guys,
Ben, that's the story.
So what do you guys do that's different?
You want to take it or?
No, I've got some stuff that I need to tend to, but I want to thank you again I appreciate you coming out. I think you helped to educate. I feel like it's my responsibility and my role that the staff here understand how we respond and react to general public as a whole. But you have a camera, that is a different situation. But like we have a responsibility and obligation, and like so that falls on me. So I have some training to do with my staff, which has already started. And further follow-up. But I just want to say thank you for today.
Thank you for taking that approach.
And that's how moving forward. I've got something I got to go to, and I need to pull you into it as well.
Yes, sir.
So I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
They call police. Are they coming? I don't want to run away from them. Okay,
no,
I'm going to be on my way. I was only staying here because I thought they were coming. So thank you. Take care. And thank you guys for acting the way you guys did.
How do we find your channel? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I'm sure they already told it to you guys. I've seen her writing it down.
Oh, okay. All right.
You guys will get it. I'll definitely. Is there a business card here that I can grab, and then I can email you guys the video?
Sir, can I have a piece of paper?
Yeah, I can email over the video. Thanks, guys. Though.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben.
Yep.
Man, my handwriting is atrocious.
It's all good. So is mine. I write like a kindergartner.
I do too. I can't. I try to improve.
Can't write good. I know me either. I'm lefty too. So.
Oh, you're even worse, right? My wife is too. Okay. There you go, sir.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Look forward to hearing from you.
Yep.
Good luck. Be careful out there.
Likewise, you too.
I didn't mean anything by that. Just be careful driving and.
For sure. Take care, brother. I appreciate you.
Did he go back this way, or did
he did. He went that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Yep. Take care. Okay. So what I will say, ladies and gentlemen, is what we just saw right there with those two gentlemen was extremely unusual. typically the higher ups come out and they are worse than the employees who first contact us. In this situation, the higher ups came out and totally 100% took accountability and said they're going to change it. We don't see that all the time. As a matter of fact, we never see that. So I will say, man, I really appreciate John and Chad, I believe his name is, for acting that way, because like I said, the ladies here, they were going to totally ignore me because the police told them to not help me, and John was like, no, hold on, if he needs records, we have to give him records. And he took the records request, and like I said, it's just, there's a reason those two gentlemen are in the positions that they're in. There's the reason the guy's the director or chief, I forget what he said his title was, and he took accountability. Like I said, we just never see that. I can't stress that enough. We never see that. So shout out to these two gentlemen. You guys did great.